So Martin Gerzabek and Benedict both will join me now. Now, Martin, you are the president of the jury for the Land and Soil Management Awards being made within the forum, within the main day of the forum today. Tell me why that visibility is important, first of all.
If we just look at the program today, several times it was said soil is the basis. So without the soil and without caring about soil and improving or keeping soil functions, agriculture, development of agriculture is not possible. So that means as soil is the basis, the European Soil and Land Management Award wants to recognize those which really try to improve, not only just try to improve, but also do this in a feasible, also economically feasible way. Because the point is, at the end of the day, the farmer has to live on his farm. And that's why we need to search for systems which on the one hand are improving ecosystem functions, and soil is the basis for the ecosystem functions, and on the other hand, give the farmers a living. And I think it's a very good idea this time, the first time that the award now is granted at the end of the forum here. So we always had it during a gala dinner in the evening, so a little bit separated from the whole forum. But I'm very happy about that. So it gives the award and soil, and those who work on better systems for improving soil, biodiversity, of course, and ecosystem functions, give them also better visibility.
And we'll come to ask Benedict in a moment, about what he's doing in this area. But in terms of the jury and the criteria for the decision and why you are awarding Benedict the award today, give me a flavour of that process and the decision you've made.
Yeah, so it's quite a complicated process. So we had 23 applications this year from all over Europe, and what I can say is I'm already for several years the head of the jury, so the application is becoming better. That means for me, maybe we have more examples of farms which improve really and have very good ideas, and we will hear also about two further winners which will get the diploma of recognition, which also had very good ideas, and I will speak about that during the final session today. So we get in all these proposals, and the members of the jury then, each member scrutinizes the proposals, reads the proposals, and this can be a lot because there are videos, there are links to several websites and so on and so forth, maybe interviews, whatever. And films, sometimes films also. So it takes a lot of time, and then we have a set of criteria. So it's first of all, it's the innovativeness of the approach. Then the innovativeness of the methods behind. So this is the second point. Then we are looking also, of course, into the feasibility. We're looking into the transferability. So is it possible to transfer a certain approach also to other areas, for instance, specifically in Europe, of course, because it's a European award, so we want to work here for Europe. So it's a bunch of criteria where we give points for each of the criteria, and then this is summed up, and then we have a a meeting, a video meeting, which is which could take longer, where we have to discuss about, let's say, the top 5 or so. Yeah. So.
I might ask you in a moment whether it was a unanimous decision or not, but I'll come to Benedict and ask, as part of Gut and Bosel and being a regenerative farmer, why was it important to enter for this award, and why is it important that you won?
Well, I don't necessarily know if it's important that we won. I think the most important part is what you just mentioned. It is to put soil on the stage, on the big stage. I think soil is really, and agriculture and land use is probably the most amazing and the most transformative and the strongest power that we have when we think about the polycrisis. Because agriculture is globally, every day, everywhere, always part of climate adaptation, health, education, rural development, biodiversity, equality. So when we consider agriculture and specifically soil and healthy soil, this is what we need to talk about so much more. And people have to get involved and have to get inspired and fall in love with agriculture and food.
So we're talking about new frontiers at the forum this year, and so you have been pioneering and testing composting methodologies apart from anything else, but what particularly, when you look at the soil, do you feel has kind of moved the dial, if you like?
Well, I mean, as far as the work that we are doing in Altmartis is concerned, we have the farm is characterized by incredibly sandy soil and really, really low precipitation. And that combination is one that is growing across the globe for different reasons. But to find ways how we can work with nature to facilitate nutritious food, but also take responsibility in our rural setting, we are looking to research and educate about regenerative methods such as composting, but also agroforestry, syntropic agroforestry. We incorporate cows into the crop rotation, so holistic grazing. So we are very much focused on the question, how can we understand nature and how can we look at nature in a way that will then help us not only grow the food, but also build ecosystems and biodiversity.
And your estate is near Berlin, and I know that apart from looking at soil and mitigating soil threats, you're also an advocate for a fair approach to farmers and having an attractive career in the land, because the future of soil, but the future of farmers, these two are bound together to make it an attractive career.
Absolutely, this touches me very deeply, not only because, of course, my family and our whole team and I are directly involved with this, but farmers are today seen as people that produce some food, and they might be bad for animals, might be bad for biodiversity. But they're so much more. They're the custodians of our natural world. And if we want to support our philosophy of life going forward, it has to be the farmers that we listen to. It has to be the farmers that we respect more. It has to be the farmers that we bring into all the discussions that we have. We all talk about biodiversity, we talk climate adaptation, all these things, but there's never a farmer on the table. And we have to change that. The farmers are the crucial part of developing the kind of world that we all want to live in.
So having visibility on the main stage today with this award, that raises your visibility, that raises your voice, and that must be a good thing.
Well, I mean, I have to say, farming is a hard job. I'm the one from our team that can come here and then get on stage. But I represent millions of farmers all across the world and all across the globe that are doing this every day. They're fighting so hard, and they deserve to stand here. I'm basically just standing there today, and tomorrow it's going to be hopefully other people.
And you have the ability, you have an eloquent voice, and I wonder, did you submit videos to Martin and the jury?
I think we probably did, yeah.
Yeah, oh wow. And so was it a hard decision? That's the final question there, Martin. Was there lots of debate between you and the jury members?
Not really. No.
There you go, unanimous winner.
Because I just want to maybe make one point. I think what was really outstanding also was that you founded, let's say, a research company, additionally, to follow up on all the topics you're dealing with on the farm. Yeah. And so this I have never seen in any other application so far. So that the farmer itself, of course, is a large farm, so you can do this, and you have also enough space, yeah. But still, this is really outstanding to follow up in science and to inviting scientists from Germany or from abroad to work there. In order to really have also a scientific basis for a transferability, yeah? Because the scientific basis is then the basis to transfer, because you have a specific setting. You said, yeah, you have the sandy soils, you have a certain climatic condition, but if you want to transfer, you have to think further. Yeah? You have to say, okay, if I want to transfer now my agroforestry system to somewhere else, then I have to. Then it has to be adapted, and so on and so forth. And there science come into place, and I think this is quite outstanding. This scientific approach is quite outstanding.
Well, transferability seems to be a strong message with the scientific backup. I can
Yes.
see Benedict nodding. So
Yes.
thank you so much. Thank you to the jury, and congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
Also, my congratulations already now. Yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the forum and the award later.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Okay.